Ariel Pestano was born on December 3, 1975, in Ciego de Ávila, a province in central Cuba known for its strong baseball tradition. Raised in a family that valued sports, Pestano was introduced to baseball at an early age. From the moment he picked up a glove and bat, it was clear that the young boy had a natural talent for the game. His early exposure to the sport shaped his determination, and he quickly became immersed in the world of baseball. In his youth, Pestano joined the local baseball academy, where he honed his skills and developed the physicality needed to become a top-tier player. It was at this academy that he began specializing in catching. Even at a young age, his natural aptitude for the position stood out. Pestano's quick reflexes, strong arm, and understanding of the game made him a standout behind the plate. As he grew older, his baseball potential became evident, and it wasn't long before he was selected for the Cuban youth national team. By his late teens, Pestano was already considered one of Cuba's most promising young catchers. He stood out not just for his athleticism but for his intellectual approach to the game, which would later become a hallmark of his career. His transition from youth leagues to the prestigious Cuban National Series was the next step in his journey, setting the stage for what would become an illustrious career. Rising through the ranks. Cuban National Series and early success. Ariel Pestano's journey in the Cuban National Series began in 1994, when he made his debut for Ciego de Ávila, his hometown team. At just 18 years old, Pestano joined a league renowned for its talent and intensity. He quickly made an impact, establishing himself as one of the most promising young catchers in Cuba. His strong defensive play, combined with his ability to call a game and his potent bat, made him a vital component of his team. In his early years, Pestano earned a reputation for his exceptional defensive skills. He became known for his ability to catch and throw out base runners, with his arm strength being one of his most formidable assets. His quick release and accuracy allowed him to become one of the top catchers in Cuban baseball, feared by opposing base stealers. His work behind the plate was impeccable, and his leadership on the field helped shape the Ciego de Ávila team into a competitive force in the Cuban National Series. By 1999, Pestano had solidified his position as the starting catcher for Ciego de Ávila, and his performances began to attract national attention. His offensive game also began to evolve, as he developed into a consistent hitter. He added power to his swing, becoming a capable presence in the middle of the lineup. The combination of offensive and defensive prowess helped Pestano rise through the ranks of Cuban baseball, and he quickly became one of the most respected players in the league. Peak career, dominance in Cuban baseball and international recognition. As Pestano's career progressed, he became a key player for Ciego de Ávila and established himself as one of the top catchers in Cuba. His skill set was well-rounded, and he quickly became known for his consistency both offensively and defensively. He was not only one of the best defensive catchers in the league but also a reliable hitter, making him a threat in all aspects of the game. Pestano's career reached its peak during the 2000s, a period when he was at the forefront of Cuban baseball. He was recognized as one of the top catchers in the Cuban National Series, and his performances were often instrumental in his team's success. In 2002, he earned his first Cuban National Series championship with Ciego de Ávila, solidifying his place as a top-tier player in the league. His contributions to the team were undeniable, as his defensive abilities and offensive contributions played a crucial role in the team's title run. Throughout the 2000s, Pestano was consistently one of the league's best catchers, earning multiple All-Star selections. His reputation grew not only within Cuba but internationally as well. Pestano was regularly selected to represent Cuba in international tournaments, where he consistently performed at a high level. He played a pivotal role in Cuba's success at the World Cup, the Pan American Games, and the World Baseball Classic. In 2003, Pestano helped lead the Cuban national team to a gold medal at the Pan American Games, further elevating his status as one of the top catchers in the world. His leadership behind the plate and his ability to manage pitchers made him an essential component of Cuba's national team during this period. His solid performances in international competitions helped Cuba maintain its dominance in the world of amateur baseball. In 2004, Pestano was part of the Cuban national team that participated in the Athens Olympics, where Cuba won the gold medal in baseball. This victory was another crowning achievement in Pestano's illustrious career. His contributions as a defensive catcher were vital, as his ability to manage the pitching staff and call games was a key factor in Cuba's success on the international stage. Main achievements. Throughout his career, Pestano's achievements were numerous and far-reaching. His combination of offensive and defensive skills made him one of the most complete catchers in Cuban baseball history. Some of his most notable achievements include Cuban National Series championships. Pestano won multiple Cuban National Series championships with Ciego de Avila, with his first coming in 2002. All-Star selections. Pestano was a regular Cuban National Series All-Star, being selected to the prestigious team several times throughout his career. International success. Pestano was a key figure in Cuba's national teams during international competitions, earning gold medals at the Pan American Games, 2003, and the Olympics, 2004. Defensive excellence. Pestano was widely regarded as one of the best defensive catchers in the history of Cuban baseball, earning accolades for his ability to manage pitchers, throw out base runners, and block pitches in the dirt. Offensive prowess. Pestano was not just a defensive specialist. He also contributed offensively, becoming a reliable hitter for average and power. Final years and retirement. As Pestano entered the later years of his career, his role within the Ciego de Avila team began to shift. While his skills behind the plate remained intact, age and the toll of years in the game gradually impacted his performance. However, his leadership and experience remained invaluable, both for his team and the Cuban national team. After over 15 years of playing in the Cuban National Series, Pestano began to slow down in the early 2010s. In 2014, he announced that he would be stepping away from the Cuban National Series after an illustrious career. His final season was marked by emotional farewells from teammates, fans, and the entire Cuban baseball community, who recognized his immense contributions to the sport. Post-retirement, Pestano transitioned into coaching, seeking to pass on his knowledge of the game to younger generations. His deep understanding of the technical aspects of catching and his leadership qualities made him an ideal candidate to mentor up-and-coming players. Pestano's influence as a coach would later extend beyond Cuba, as he sought to bring his expertise to a new generation of players both in Cuba and internationally. Legacy. Ariel Pestano's legacy in Cuban baseball is firmly cemented. He is widely regarded as one of the best catchers to have ever played in the Cuban National Series, a player whose contributions to both his club and country were invaluable. His ability to handle a pitching staff, combined with his consistent hitting, made him one of the most well-rounded players of his time. His leadership, both on and off the field, set an example for future generations of players. Pestano's approach to the game, focused on hard work, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of excellence, continues to inspire players who follow in his footsteps. His legacy lives on not just through his individual accomplishments, but through the players he mentored and the fans who admired his passion for the game. In Cuban baseball, Ariel Pestano remains a symbol of dedication and skill, a player whose impact extended far beyond his playing career. His achievements on the field and his role as a mentor ensure that his legacy will endure for many years to come.